Bro, I don't know what it is with YouTube and StreamYard, but they definitely not rocking with us, bro. No notifications, no nothing, bro. I for the life of me can't figure it out. Is it because of the way I talk on here or something? Because I swear, kicking me off of apps and timing me out for good and shit. Corny as hell. What up, Cam? YouTube, man. Some bullshit. Look, it take a half an hour just to show you're in here. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work. So I went live from the StreamYard joint, turned it off. But I did want to say a little something about this list shit. Like when you come out with a hit list, it should have makeable fights on there. Number one. Hey, Miss Joette, what's up with you? Salute. Should have makeable fights on the list at least, right? Right? Like if I came out with a hit list, it would have three or four guys that I know I can get to, that I know I want, that I can't be made fun of by the boxing fans about. Because that, like, everything Devin does gets overclouded by the hate. And you gotta be getting sick of that shit as a fighter. Like, this Brian Norman fight, if he goes out there and legitimately fights, I gotta give the kid credit. You gotta put some respect on his name. It's just you got to. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him a little respect for even making the fight, even if he goes out there fucking doing the dash. I mean, punch resistance gone. You gotta keep getting more fights. That's what that's where like he's gonna go out there and really run for the hills is what I think. But see, I watched Brian Norman Sr. after I got off the live last night. Jamel Herring had Brian Norman Sr. on his live, and he was breaking down the Ramirez fight. And it was just like I said. He was saying the same shit I was saying. He had Ramirez cornered Devin easy. Those feet ain't all that they're advertised to be. I I don't know where people get these fucking clouded boxing opinions from, but they're not educated boxing opinions. People running around calling Ramirez a masterclass. That shit, you gotta be out of your fucking mind to think that's some sort of masterclass boxing. If he would have punched more off the movement, maybe. But he didn't throw enough punches for nobody to fucking call that no masterclass. It just wasn't that. So like there's a lot of opportunity. The kid forgets where he's at if he's not juking and jiving. Ramirez was closing that distance, cutting him off, and just getting to the fucking point of attack and just not attacking. Holding it all in. He wouldn't throw his hands. So like that scares me for this kid. And his punch, the way he was looking at those punches coming like a deer in the headlights, he was literally shell shocked over the shit. Now I hope that fight gave him some balls and got him back acclimated to being in the ring because I hear he's training his ass off. I hear he's doing well in sparring, all that shit, all the fucking sparring stories. But to not be worried about what Brian Norman's got, he's gonna feel one of them punches and tuck it in. It's over with. I'm running for the hills, gonna try to win a decision like that. But we have all heard Turkey and all his people and what they say. No Tom and Jerry. We're not doing that. So he's gonna have to fight a little bit. And when he decides to fight, if Brian's not already cut him off and closed the distance and putting hammers on him, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Devin has no punch resistance. He just doesn't. Why you think he boiled all the way down to them weight classes to make his jab look fantastic? And that's where the myth of his jab gets blown out of proportion. Of course, your jab's going to look fantastic when you're outreaching the guy. He can't do nothing to you. When you know your positioning and you shoot that fucking jab, you know you can't get touched by nothing coming back because everybody's got alligator arms at 135 pounds. That fucking list is a joke. That hit list. Ain't no fucking hit list. Barrios can't make that fight. PBC. How many PBC fighters were on that list? Barrios, Rolly. Who else? Matter of fact, I should pull it up on my computer. It's the same list he been having. He can only make two of those fights. And what's Ryan Garcia doing down at the bottom of that list? That's the whole Devin Haney fans and Shakur Stevenson fans are the whole Tank got to get his lick back in blood shit. Neither one of your guys got their lick back in blood. Not man, one of them. Not a single one of them got their licks back in blood. And I get it. They didn't have, well, Devin outright lost. Devin out, me and the OGs watching bare knuckle fighting. These motherfuckers are savages. Straight savages. And they're throwing fucking bare knuckle shit at you. That takes a different kind of human being. Sue Miss Lena. Salute to you, man. Sister PP. Do you like to watch boxing? Of course I like to watch boxing. That's all I watch. I love to watch boxing. I don't like it. I love it. Do you like what to watch boxing? Well, boxing pisses me off, and it's not really the boxing aspect of it. It's the fans. It's the people. Y'all can double tap the screen, right? And hit a couple likes in here. That would be cool. That'd be all right. But let's really go over that list. Brian Norman Jr., they shouldn't even be putting out no list at all. They should not be telling the fans, trying to gain extra clout, saying they're going to fight anybody but Brian fucking Norman Jr. There's serious repercussions to not taking Brian Norman serious. You guys know that, right? When a guy is arguably chinny, and I don't know if he's chinny or his punch resistance is very, very low. It's borderline chinny, so I get why everybody says he's chinny and shit. I would almost say he's chinny, but I would say he's borderline chinny, low ass punch resistance. And somebody like Brian Norman Jr. don't even need to hit you hard. He's just got natural heavy hands. The shit that God chooses. The shit that your DNA and genetics give you. Like if your dad before you had heavy hands, you're gonna have heavy hands, regardless to if you box or not. It's just a genetics thing. It's a DNA thing. Great to hear that on no 16 November, one championship, big match. Don't miss. Bless you. No doubt. If it's on TV and they're boxing, I'll be watching. Salute to you, bro. Jerry Blow, what up with you, homie? Crazy name, my boy. Crazy, crazy name. But, bro, he's got to focus on fucking Brian Norman. All of them names on the list, Tank Davis. Maybe now there's more of a chance. And if I'm Tank Davis, since I go all the way up to 195 to fight fucking Jake Paul, why not? You guys don't think Tank wants to fight Devin? You didn't see him posing on Devin's car, fucking all this time, all the fucking pre build up that we've been privy to throughout the years. Tank Davis definitely wants Devin Haney, but he's got to win this fight in order to even think about getting that fight. Tank will be up there and wait. You guys see Tank Davis lately? The little bits you see of him, heavy as shit. Heaviest I've ever seen him. He looks brolic as fuck. I think it's a stupid thing to do too. I wouldn't have gained no weight. I would have just stayed where I was at. Cut weight like I normally do to fight. Went in there as little as possible, fast as fuck, and caught Jake with a shot he didn't see coming. Because now they're offering knockout bonuses and shit. Now they're really trying to make this a real fight. The only Jake Paul said on an interview today, the only reason it's not a real fight is because of the weight disparity. That's why it's labeled an exhibition. So Big Dog Willie can say all the hate he wants and fucking call it a steel chair match all he wants. He's gonna do that regardless. So I don't really mind Big Dog Willie. I get it. I get it, Big Dog. It's all good. But Devin Haney shouldn't be fighting on no list, shouldn't have no list, shouldn't be doing none of that shit. Need to focus up on Brian Norman. If you don't, you're gonna be sleep. And Brian Norman Sr. is hell bent on fucking teaching y'all a lesson talking about his son ain't got no feet. I don't know where you guys get these myths from in boxing. It's bizarre though. French fries, damn, bro. Late night YouTube trollers is what's up, huh? Salute to you, bro. Add a Q&A. Try it. Yep. Here, let me see. Planned or spontaneous? I ain't talking about none of that. Writing a poll question for y'all. Wait, answers will appear as chat messages. Okay, let me see. Start Q&A. Will Brian Norman KO Devin Haney? That's what I'm trying to know. It's close to Halloween. There's no doubt about that. That's how the days of the week and month go. It's October 18th. You got 12 days to Halloween. Something I don't know. Halloween's cool, I guess. Used to be cool when I was young and got fucked up. I'd make a lot of money on Halloween. Probably still could make a lot of money on Halloween if I wanted to. But I don't. I mind my business and mind my shit and take care of my properties. That's what I do. 612. No, no doubt, bro. Listen, guys, this fucking thing. Get this thing out of here. Nobody answering the fucking thing anyways. Fuck out of here with this stupid poll question shit. Mario Barrios, unmakeable fight. Rolly Romero, unmakeable fight. And it should be a makeable fight. But when you ever see PBC do business with Devin Haney and Bill Haney, I don't see them ever doing business together, honest to God. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. Unless Tank picks Dev, then anything's possible. But listen, guys, I think Tank's going to take a break after this Jake Paul fight for real. I think he's going to go take a year off, which is terrible timing. Terrible timing as far as prime fighting years go. Not the time to be doing that, Tank, but you got to do what you got to do in order to get the people that are supposed to respect you to respect you. You just got to. PBC don't treat him like Canelo. You guys think they do? Because I don't see that at all. I don't see PBC laying out the red carpet. I mean, Tank gets as much promotion as anybody without even trying, but they're supposed to do that. I'm talking about guaranteed purses. The large number, Canelo get 30 guaranteed plus all the pay-per-view points, 80-20 with anybody he does business with. No questions. You can't even come out the side of your fucking neck to ask for, oh, wait a minute. You got to give me a little bit more on some Shakur Stevenson shit. These guys ain't in no position to bargain or negotiate with Tank at all. Not even none. There is no negotiations with a star like Tank Davis and where these other guys are at. There just isn't. There's not. He can't be negotiating and thinking he's the man too. He's gotta think, hey, I'll do anything to get this fight. Anything. That's it. Short of that, he ain't getting it. So it's probably gonna be Tank fighting this fucking clown circus ass fight, and then riding off into the sunset for a little while with the big ass bag of money he just got. And I can't blame the guy. It'll suck. It'll suck for boxing because none of these dudes fight like him. Nobody's trying to put on a show. None of these guys can really fight like that. All aspects of fighting. David Benavidez can. Terrence Crawford can. Tank Davis can. And it's rough sledding after that. You gotta really search for a guy. Sorry, man. They can't fight. They can't. They can box. One can box. One can do a little bit of both, but not truly do it all. None of them can really fight. Sorry. So if I'm Devin Haney, I focus. I take that fucking list down first of all, and I focus up. I worry about Brian Norman and Brian Norman only. But see, nobody's talking about the fight because it got announced fucking 12 weeks before the fact, and now we're here, we're halfway there to like the dead period for that, and we got fight after fight after fight after fight on fucking the zone coming up. The next 5 weeks are packed. That November 22nd card is a special, special card. And if you miss that one, and somehow we got to pay $60 for it, even though the DAZN people told us pay-per-view is dead. Go figure. Go figure. Poi Pounder, what's up with you, champ? Salute. What's with the Manny sweepstakes? It's Tio and Manny. Shakur and Tio not fighting. That's another bubble buster I got for you guys. I just watched an interview with Teofimo Lopez every time he was asked about Shakur Stevenson by KG. Shout out to KG. It's not looking good. Oh, it's marinating. That one's marinating. Everybody can get it. Teofimo's a lost individual. That kid ain't ready to fight shit. That fight is not happening. Why would Bob Arum, of all people, say, you know what, Shakur? Let me help you out with my fucking 140-pound champion, lineal, all that goofy shit. Why would Bob Arum say, okay, Shakur, here you go, after you just said fuck you to me, and I literally spent the entirety building your fucking career since you were in the amateurs, winning a silver medal in the Olympics? Why would Bob Arum, the business of boxing side of Bob Arum, say, you know what? Let's let bygones be bygones. Here you go, Shakur. Let me further your career. Why would he do that? And why would Teofimo Lopez pick Shakur Stevenson if indeed he's got a Manny Pacquiao who's 47 years old, an eight division champion, brings way more money to the table in a much easier fight? What would you do if you were in Teofimo Lopez's shoes? Honestly, think about it. Would you go get in a fight with a guy that you probably gonna get outboxed by? Gonna be in a boring fight too. You guys didn't see the Jermaine Ortiz Teofimo fight? Tio can't lead. You think Shakur Stevenson didn't watch that fight? You guys didn't watch the Sandor Martin Teofimo fight? Tells you everything you need to know if you're really paying attention. It just does. What the fuck with Teofimo Lopez, Bob Arum in Top Rank, got a TV deal coming up here in 26. They're going to announce to everybody. Why would you go and sell off one of your potential stars to Shakur Stevenson? Again, like I said earlier, Shakur said, fuck you to Bob as soon as the fights were about to get good. 5 main events in a row, 3 million per fight. He said, fuck you. I'd rather go to the best promoter in the game, Eddie Hearn. And now Bob Arum's going to do these boxing pages and boxing goofies make me laugh, man. It's comical. It really is. Because if you guys think Bob Arum is going to do that, you got Bob Arum fucked all the way up. And I get it. I want the fight too, guys. Well, I don't really care for the fight because I know what it'll be. It'll be a fucking paint drying contest. They'll be fainting at each other. And if you like that kind of boxing, more power to you. I'm cool with it. I mean, I'll watch. I'll definitely watch. Don't get me twisted here. I'll definitely watch. I'll be first in line on that fucking stream, wherever the fuck it's at. I'll probably pay for it too if it was to happen. But it's gonna be a paint drying contest. Just is. You guys watch the sparring or no? You were too busy for that. I get it. I get it. Probably too busy to catch that on Fight Hype, right? I don't understand. I don't. You guys got Bob Arum fucked all the way up. You do. And it's pipe dreams. And I'm even seeing the guys that I actually respect their opinion. Like Punch, he's getting behind it like it's gonna happen too. Like, Punch, you know how this works. What? You know Bob Arum ain't fucking gonna do that. Why would he? He won't. He won't. Sorry. So Devin, focus up, young man. There shouldn't Bill, I get it. You're trying to do your job, and there's nobody better at their job in boxing than Bill Haney. That's a fact. He took his average fighting son. Crush, what up with you? Oh, gee, salute. That's my dog. Salute to you, Crush. This is how good Bill Haney is at his job. Listen, he took his average fighting son. I mean, he's a little better than average. I don't want to sell the kid too short because he looked spectacular in certain fights. Against Cambosos, couldn't fuck with him with that jab. Jabbing the fucking snot box off that kid. But it goes to what I said earlier. When you're outreaching guys by 8+ inches and they couldn't hit you back even if they fucking tried, you're gonna be on the graceful fucking shooting arrows all over that bitch. And you're not gonna have to pay the consequences for it neither. But when a guy got a little bit reach with you, you're outreaching them by 1, 2 inches, they can close that gap. They can slip that jab and fucking come back with a left hook that you don't see coming and you don't even fucking want to know what that feels like. We all seen that play out. Now, Ryan Norman Jr. doesn't have as quick, devastating, none of that shit that Ryan Garcia's got, but what he's got is a thudding hook and timing like a motherfucker, bro. And Brian Norman knows how to change the speed on his shots. He knows how to close the distance. He knows how to cut the ring off. It's a matter of time. As soon as that first bell rings in that fight, ding, ding, you're watching the clock to Devin's destruction. Because Brian Norman, he's going to get tired of boxing after the first 3 rounds and just going to fucking go out there, close the distance, chase him down, and fuck him up. Hopefully, Devin can come back from that. Hopefully. It's hopeful. Because you don't know what kind of flesh you can leave in there. You just don't. We don't know fully if Devin is back from the Ryan shit. We don't. We don't. We seen him go out there, juke, get cut off, and then Ramirez just standing there like the shot out fighter he was in the Barboza fight and the fight before that. He ain't throwing no punches in those fights neither. Why you think he? Listen, people think Brad Goodman's a good fucking matchmaker. He might work part time for the Haney's. Just saying. There's a reason these guys get picked and get, and it looks good. I got to give props to the matchmaker and Bill Haney and everybody on Team Haney. They do their fucking job and they do it very well. But in boxing, you you pick guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they're looking out 2 fights out forecasting, right? We got this fight probably going to do good. They're lining up the next guy and then the guy after that as well. Barbosa fucking put the Beats by Dre on Ramirez. Devin Haney and them guys all seen that shit. The matchmakers at fucking DHP seen that shit. So they brought Ramirez in. They knew Devin was gonna be able to fucking do what he did to him, move all around. Dude's feet are stuck in sand. Even a prime Ramirez, Devin would have did that too. But he would have took a lot more damage and we would have seen a lot more. So you get the risk and reward. Like people just after the fact, 5 years down the line, Ramirez is gonna look like a good win on his resume to anybody other than hardcore boxing fans that actually watch this shit. I didn't even get to read that. Hold up. If you were 3 inches and Messi and Ronaldo was 3 inches, listen to me, okay? I don't give a fuck what Lionel Messi or what the other goofy Ronaldo you got in that fucking chat are doing ever at any time in life, especially not right now. Okay? I don't give a fuck about no goddamn soccer, my boy. Fuck. My kid used to play soccer just to stay in shape for football or man's game. It's kind of fucked up. I don't care if you play soccer, you like it, cool. Kudos for you. I don't even know why you guys timed him out. I think he probably was just fucking around. Crush. Yeah, Crush wasn't trying to hear that. See, Crush said, "Fuck what you talking about. We ain't doing no soccer balls in here, dog." The fuck. But no, real shit, bro. Most of boxing, 90% of the shit is it's fucking nonsense. It's WWE, and now, sexy Kendra, what's up with you, girl? Salute. Now more than ever, it's just the headlines. So if you read like something that the YouTubers are pushing as like a fucking talking point or it's a title, If you read that title and you think it's bullshit, your fucking antennas are up. Chances are it's probably bullshit. Like this whole Shakur and Tio shit. I don't know how we're not seeing the fucking forest through the trees here. I just don't know. It's like, how the fuck did you guys not, like, what? It's crazy, bro. It's fucking bananas, dude. Yeah, what up with you, girl? Salute. It's bananas how we're getting so lost in this shit that we're failing to realize when we're even talking about cap and shit that it shouldn't even get the light of day. Like the Clarissa Shields shit that's like, and anybody saying that Layla Ali didn't fucking put on a first class gourmet fucking cook chef barbecue, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you're dreaming. Because Clarissa's team is probably scrambling right now. Papoose writing raps. She's over here trying to dig shit up on the internet, going crazy. Guaranteed. Guaranteed after Layla put on that fucking lamb basting. Straight cold smoke, slow serve, fucking rotisserie chicken broil. Fucking craziness. That shit was bizarre. They're scrambling, guaranteed. They don't know what to say to that shit because it was all factual. It was a methodic beatdown, stabbing to the body, coming back up top with hooks and shit. Shout out to Layla on that shit, bro. That shit was crazy. That's first class shit. You know Layla got a team, fucking ghost riders and fucking people putting that shit together for her, boy. All right, Clarissa, we've been loading the clip the whole time. It's gonna every time she turn on TikTok and start talking shit about Layla, they're talking about let's get this screen record, let's get it. That shit was ugly. That was the stoppage for sure. Like we didn't even need to see past like 6, 7 minutes, and then the shit just kept getting better. So I was like, God damn, that shit was a special cook. It really was. You guys see Charlo today? Charlo back on his bullshit. And that's what I'm talking about. And if anybody, and you guys all know, I rock with Boots. Boots is my guy. Boots is just as much as my guy as Tank is my guy. Boots my guy, for real. I've been to two of his fights. I'll fucking stop what I'm doing. There ain't nothing on this planet stopping me from seeing no fucking Jerron Boots Ennis fight. I gotta turn this light off. Give me one sec. You could probably still hear me though. Anybody at 154 pounds not going after Jamel Charlo, you're not doing shit because the king has announced his return. The king said, I'm back. I'm here calling you all out. Since when the man got to be doing that? Well, that's what happens when you go run a fucking track meet versus Canelo and don't stand on business. And then we see little tiny Bud snack the fuck up, jump up to 68 and put a beating on you. Not looking too well for you. You know what I'm saying? So Jamel, they calling you baby cub and little lion and shit, stomping you out with Tim's. Jamel ready. Jamel ready. So if I'm Boots, but Jamel said he wanted 10 million for Boots is what Eddie or something. That's not that's fucking rumorville. What I just said. Somebody told me earlier today, or I read in the chat. You know my shit, man. I be smoking. I ain't got no elephants or none of that shit. I gotta go back and take a look. But they said Jamel wanted 10 fucking million dollars. And if that's true, that's a price out, my boy. We can't even we're not holding I get it. I get it, guys. Everybody hates Eddie Hearn. So now it's up to Eddie Hearn because we just watched Boo Boo Andrade in all the fumbles he had before. We watched all them guys, not one of them get a fucking big time fight. You know why though? Had nothing to do with money, nothing to do with Eddie fucking shortchanging fighters. Had everything to do with just Eddie. Now, now you got Boots Ennis, right? This is Bubu Andrade wasn't even close to the level of Boots, right? Well, when Eddie first got him, he was on the same kind of trajectory as a Dron Ennis. You guys got to follow me here. Eddie can't get no fucking fights for Boo Boo. So now us American boxing fans, Boo Boo fans, everybody that Eddie has signed and fumbled off and fucked off, we're looking at Eddie Hearn like, bro, the fuck? Now the American promoters look at Eddie Hearn like, shit, he's got Jerron Ennis. Fucking PBC got a whole 154 tournament going on. Why on planet Earth would fucking Al Heyman and the great folks at the PBC say, you know what, Eddie? Let me fucking sell you off some of my 54-pound fucking killers so that little demon can bust a hole in their fucking head. And now I'm assed out. Totally. Boots is just fucking still on a rise, meteoric rise to the top. Why would any American promoter in the right fucking mind do business with Eddie? No matter the price. The price would have to be very hefty. Very. Like, the, people are going to extort Boots. And I can't sit here. I don't care how much people hate fucking Eddie Hearn. I can't sit here and let them do that to my dog Boots. I can't. I can't. So I'm gonna be arguing for Boots and Eddie Hearn to the fucking cows come home because there's no fucking way us boxing fans should sit around and let Boots sit on the fucking shelf and fight Limas because American fight promoters don't want to give us the good fights. But maybe now with fucking old Vince McMahon, bald head Dana White, fucking creeping into the picture. You guys seen how much Eddie Hearn wanted to compete with old Dana Q Ball fucking White there? Yeah. So now Eddie comes in here and starts actually putting on fights. Now the fucking American promoters can't look at Eddie Hearn and his great young black American fighter and say fuck you to them because this guy's over here putting on the best fights he could possibly can, and the whole while talking shit about the fucking real boxing promoters that ain't giving us nothing. Y'all should probably be thankful that old fucking cue ball Dana White started just strolling the boxing just about now. Just saying. Harley Edwards, salute to you. Charlo started posting that lion eating a book. No doubt. I kind of like that one though, because I like me. I know what the fuck we're all here for. These guys are supposed to talk to each other like that. They're supposed to fucking, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to go as savage as you can, especially if you're a guy that ain't gonna get fights unless you fucking really disrespect one of these guys. Then I'd be disrespecting even twice as hard. You know what I'm saying? I'd be going about this shit all different. But that's my worry for Eddie Hearn and Jerron Ennis, one of my favorite fighters, my fucking guy, is they're gonna turn their backs. They're gonna say, "Fuck you, Eddie." Why are we gonna sell? Why are we gonna sell Fundora? Who? That's the only guy I think gives Boots problems at 54. The only one. Charlo give him what he's looking for. If the real Charlo pulls up, you got to give the experience a lot of credence, and that's the only reason I would say it's a 60-40 Boots way against Charlo because number one, the age, and Jerron Ennis is a different level. He's a different fighter because he can do it all. He'll box with you and outbox you either hand. Then he'll fight with you either hand in the pot, wherever, whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm down to do that, and I do it at a very high level. So Boots is beating all these guys. Charlo gives him a fight. Fundora and Boots is a to me it's a 60-40 Boots still, but I give Fundora more of a chance than anybody. Number one, he's got stank on them punches. Boots is a pocket fighter, takes more punches than he's supposed to. Maybe then against Fundora, he'd probably do it from the outside. You know, I'm not trying to get into no detailed fight breakdown. I'm just saying I give Fundora a better chance than any of them. So why would I, Al Heyman, business savvy, fucking mastermind Al Heyman, you know Boots is on the verge, very close to becoming fucking the man, like the real life fucking face of boxing. Especially Tank walks away right now and goes takes a break on the PBC, and that's the last thing the PBC wants to happen right now. There is some shit going on right now in boxing. If people really pay attention, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. There is big money wars being played, and this shit is strategic chess. It's another reason why I say this about Eddie and Boots. Because why I'm gonna take my investment, a guy that I'm giving 2 million, 3 million, 2 million, whatever, in between that 1 to 3 million range, right? That's what I'm giving these guys to get in the ring. I'm giving Fundora's got his own fucking headliners, all that shit. So why on planet Earth would I take my big money investment that I'm in deep now? They're barely turning profits with Fundora, but still paying them, right? Why am I going to take that and give it to Eddie Hearn, his strap, everything Fundora's got going for him, his momentum, all of it? Why? Why would I do that? I don't care what the money is. And that's what scares me about Boots and Eddie Hearn. I'm worried for the kid, and it's a goddamn shame because he is by far the one that should have the light. He'll beat everybody at 54 handsomely until Fundora, and Fundora will be a little fight for him, and they won't give Boots no credit for Abyss. He'll be able to get. I'm sure they'll be able to work something out because MVP got a DAZN deal, and that's who Abyss Babaru or however the fuck you say his name, the dude who just beat Tellez, he fights for MVP, and they would have to do business. But the zone got a TV deal. The card that was on tonight was MVP on the zone. So they would probably be able to make that fight happen. And they ordered it too. I think the WBA already done ordered it. So most likely that's the fight we get next for the Phenom Duran Ennis. And I didn't just start calling him a Phenom. I've been calling him a Phenom since he was like 23, 22 maybe, somewhere around there. So I hear people saying, "Oh, they're calling Boots Ennis a phenom. He's 28 years old. Fucking just because he ain't getting nobody in the fucking ring doesn't mean he ain't a phenom. And stop lying to yourselves. Fighting who you fought and all these people who you fought, this, who you fought, who do you fight? He ain't fighting nobody. That shit don't mean as much as these do, as this test does. 90% of the time, if you're looking at a guy, it doesn't matter who he fought. If he's showing the talents and the skills and the punching power, chances are he's going to show that against whoever the fuck's in the ring with him. It just goes like that. Because most of the guys that the fans try to blow up and fucking act like there's some special fighter, they get in there with somebody else and it's fucking, it ain't what it is. So trust your eyes. The eye test is a big thing. I would say to me it is. To me it is. Who you fought matter. Don't I'm not saying that. But I just don't put as much stock into it as most people do. I fucking know styles make fights. I know which styles give which styles problems. I know fucking too much, to be honest with you. Fucking out here fucking knowing damn well what will happen if a guy gets a certain fight. And y'all all know too, but it's just gonna be hard as shit for them to get to fight. It sucks. That's what I hate about boxing. And it's starting to look good with Turkey here, but that was the Trojan horse. Why you think we ain't getting no more big fight announcements and shit? They were talking about a little something, and I'm sure they can get one or two more in. But when he told us he had 18 months, how long ago was that? 8, 10 months ago? Time's running out. 2026, Zufa. I don't know how much more big ass cards like he's got going on is sustainable, unless fucking the Saudi Arabian people don't have no problem with the PFP or whatever the PIF fund. They don't got no problem with it being spent on fucking just lighting the shit on fire. For what? Degenerate ass boxing fans to run around fake praising this guy the whole time, not buying none of the fucking cards. Greenville and Mike, what's up with you, homie? Salute. Salute. Just saying, guys. Just saying. I hope to God Eddie Hearn could get something together for this kid. I really do. I hope it's not Abyss, but I'm not mad at Abyss. He's a champion. He's the WBA champion. He's the one they gave the belt to. And that was kind of slick by Eddie to get the WBA to throw Boots the interim because they knew they'll have to. Because if that kid don't got a ticket to the dance and he's not getting extorted, I don't want Eddie Hearn to have to double pay these guys because people are pissed off about Boo Andrade, but he might have to. He might have to, and I'll be sick about that because he won't. He won't. Why would he? Why am I going to pay somebody fucking double the money they're worth because they don't? They gotta want to do greatness too. I mean, he said he's gonna pay, so I'm holding out hope. I guess I'm fucking praying to God, the boxing gods, please let this kid get the fucking fights because he deserves them, man. He deserves that shit. Show me. You guys gotta want to be great too, man. You guys, you 154-pound champions. How don't you want to fight Boots? You guys know he's there. Once he gets that fucking belt, he'll be unified by belt standards. He's got a IBO. I look at the IBO like I look at the WBO. Yeah, it's cool. They had to fight to get it. Somebody had to give it to you. Lewis 45 Hundo. What's up with you, champ? Salute, bro. Long time no see, bro. And here, oh, actually, I seen you yesterday in the Rise. That's still the same place. Shout out to the JBT. Are you watching the Danny Garcia card D1? It's been on since 6 p.m. and he's still not fighting. Jeez. No, I can't. I couldn't figure out how to get it to my TV. I'm not gonna pay $40 for the thing on my phone and not even be able to watch it with the OG William Old School. No, I couldn't get it on the TV. My Roku fucking TV can't download the app that they got it on. It's fucking whacked. I wish I can get it. Anybody got a link for that shit? I'll pull it up on my computer. That's for sure. Got to have you on the OG show, no doubt, bro. Got it. William Old School come on there too. He's in here. Shit. OG, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. I gotta use this phone for a remote real quick. Yeah. My bad. I had to turn the TV on for the man. All right, bro. All right, man. Be good, be safe, OG. Appreciate you, bro. So me and the OG watched the MVP prospects card, which, by the way, the product that these guys put out, MVP puts out with these young fighters, these fucking kids are in there going at it. It's great, great television. The first fight to the last fight, and all the women's, all the fights in between, all of them were fucking good fights. Chris Colbert won and got knocked. He got knocked down. Oh, he got a knockdown. Gabe Rosario got a win, but it's a boring fight. Oh shit. It is what it is. I wish I had it. It's fucking whacked. How the fuck Danny Garcia fighting on an app? You can't even cast to a Roku TV. What the fuck is going on? But I get it. There's a couple people in there too. He's probably sold a couple thousand tickets. Good farewell. See you later. Tio was in there captain. You can just see it when he gets asked the questions about Shakur Stevenson. The answers have changed drastically. You can tell he's like knows it. Yeah, he knows. Why would Bob do that? Danny wrong for that. It was crazy, bro. Like, well, how the fuck are we on an app that only a couple of us can fucking get? I couldn't be on the phone. I'd have to watch it on the fucking phone. Let me see this shit. Let me see if I can pull it up on my computer. Is he Danny fighting yet? Huh? Danny fight yet? No. Let me see this motherfucker right here. Yo, my computer skills are at zero. 0 out of 10. Like, for sure. 0 out of 10. Let me see this shit. Oh, let me see it. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this motherfucking time. No, yeah, Tio, bro. I, I don't even know why people take him serious. Why would you? How many people he ducked? He ducked $11 million for Devin Haney. I don't believe it was $11 million. That's just what they told us. But still, how the fuck you duck Devin Haney after all the build up and everything that those two kids had coming up to this shit? I don't know how that's possible. I don't know. Like not like I hold back from saying what I really want to say on this fucking because I none of to me, I've really been watching boxing for fucking decades. None of these kids can fight. Boots, maybe. I'm like you guys. I want to see somebody with a fucking little bit more stank on his punch. I mean, but I know how hard Lima was punching. I know how hard Villa was punching. So, I mean, I guess I fall victim to these fucking apps and the shit people say on these apps because you start to listen to this shit for so long, you start to believe it. And I know Boots is him. I know that kid can fight every which way of Sunday. So not too many kids can fucking fight nowadays. I don't care what nobody says. Oh shit. Man, dog. Oh, I can't even change the fucking TV. Want to keep going out, trying to see if that shit's on my fucking fire stick, but it wasn't all day, bro. Yeah, I don't even know. This shit's some whack. I'm about to have to end this stream and go on the fucking phone to watch it, because now you got me itching and shit. All right, where's this fucking fight at, bro? No, Chop Chop got a fight tonight too. Mexican kid from what the fuck's his first name? I forget. I don't care. Chop Chop's a good ass fighter though. He's next up and comer. That kid can really fight. He's a kid that I'm high on. Like I see Chop Chop fight. That that's a kid that can fight. Bam Bam can fight. Benavidez can fight. Bud can fight. Tank can fight. I want to say Tio can fight too because I kind of think he can. I think that he's such a fucking head case that he doesn't take his opponent serious. He can't possibly be training to come forward. He's just stuck in a rut with his old man. If Tio went to go get some real help, like go see Kelvin Ford and Kenny, Tio I know got the talent to fight. He just I don't know IQ. I don't know about his brains. I don't trust him enough to say he can fight. Mason is one that I think can fight, but I think his I hope his punch resistance. But like and this is where I like me watching boxing for decades. I know Oscar De La Hoya got knocked down early in his career. Showed signs of being chinny. I know fucking guys have done this shit, got up off that canvas very early in their career, and you never seen them have a worry about a punch again in their careers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't put as much into seeing Abdullah get knocked down. And plus, I know Ab's cutting a shit ton of weight. He's got to be cut close to cutting muscle. Like he's a big one. He's big, bro. He's real big for 35. I would say he might have to win this title and immediately go to 40. Because when you got to get curtained off, I mean, a lot of people don't understand that could just be a miscalculation by the team not having the weight for his because he's got a robe. He's a devout Muslim, so he takes his religion with him on that scale, and he can't be shown in anything like that stripped down. I think it's a religious thing. So like it's a miscalculation. And a lot of times that's all it is. It's just the team didn't fucking have him cut down that extra 1 ounce or whatever his fucking soaked underwear weighed at the time. They didn't calculate it right. So it's just a math problem. So hopefully he's not hopefully it's just a math problem. But I look at the kid, he's gonna be a great welterweight. He's gonna grow into his shoulders, grow into his size, and he's gonna fucking tap out right there where Floyd did it, and we're gonna see a show. I know a lot of my homeboys that we talk boxing with, all you guys high as shit on Mason. I'm not that high on him because he's got to get past this kid that he's fighting here for this WBO. This is the first vacant title of two young and up and coming guys in a long time that I was like, this is I'll consider whoever wins that belt the champion. I know how good Sam Noakes can fight. I know what kind of fighter he is. He brings the pressure. He's a white Errol Spence. It doesn't matter. You better be in tip top, fucking top shape to fuck with that kid. He's got stank on his punches, naturally heavy hands. He's fucking putting his head in your chest and coming to work. It's no fucking fun night out, even for your most seasoned champions. Sam Noakes is 27 years old, got every wave of grown man strength you could possibly have. So Ab is gonna have to fucking be boxing and catch him with a shot he doesn't see coming, which I think that's probably what will happen. Ab probably knock him out, but I hope we get to see Ab eat a couple punches and fucking do his thing first. Like get caught with a clean shot. I'm not telling him to go out there and hey, let me test your fucking power to do none of that shit. I'm just saying like a little pocket. Get caught on a slip. You know what I mean? Probably should have caught it. Type shit. I still want to see Floyd Schofield and Shakur run that fight. Me too, 150%. I gotta see that fight. But if you're Shakur's people, how do you go back into contract negotiation with him unless they know what we don't know, which is probably the case? They probably fucking, what I'm saying? Shit happens behind boxing, and then shit happens in boxing that we think it's one thing, and the reality of it is it ain't nothing like that. Fucking everybody knew what time it was behind the scenes, so. And be like that sometimes. We're in the WWE era. That's what I think I'm gonna start calling it, the WWE era. Bud Crawford, this is what the fuck you left us with, Mr. fucking boxing specialist. You fucking left us with this WWE era. God damn. So hopefully Boots will take the torch from Bud. He's gonna have to take. He's not gonna pass it to him like the greats of before, the greats of yesteryear. That when the next up and coming guy's supposed to beat you, normally they make that fight, the two guys fight. The next guy might not win that fight. You don't know. The legend might win that fight, but the legend got to have a pair of nuts to actually take that fight. And I do think, if the money's right, sure, Terrence Crawford will fight him, 100 million. You heard Bernie, right? Y'all all heard Bernie. And shit, you better not even come with nothing less than 100 million, he says. So I don't know if we get that one unless Turkey wants that fight. And Turkey, that's what's dope about Turkey. I'll give Turkey some kudos here. We fought against them the whole time. I just don't want boxing to completely go to Saudi Arabia. And I know that it's too fucking harsh of a third world country. People ain't going over there for nothing. People don't want to go see your fucking country, bro. Dangerous as a bitch down there. I can go right to the Bahamas for 2,200, all inclusive. Fucking, what would I want to go to Saudi Arabia for? Fucking what? I'll be in the tip of Mexico in fucking 4 hours, living it up. I go there all the time. Fuck would I what? Can't even smoke weed in no Saudi Arabia. How the fuck am I gonna do that? Fuck, I bring an ounce of weed with me if I fucking go anywhere. I can't. I'll be arrested and shit. So I like Turkey though. He's a boxing fan. How can you not like the guy? The cards he's been giving us, like him personally, and so let's just fucking throw away the agendas and the objectives and everything they're out here to do. How can you not like Turkey as a fucking boxing fan? You see the cards he's given us, overpaying all these fucking dudes by a long shot. I think it's doing damage to the fucking sport of boxing because nobody gonna pay them prices. But then in the same breath, you fucking just packed them all out at UFC joints. So I think that's the objective and the agenda of Turkey to get everybody to like him, and then whoop whoop, pull the bait and switch like he's doing now. But I gotta say thanks for the cards we've been getting. That November 22nd card is a thing of dreams. That shit is a thing of dreams to me. That's some Don King shit, real boxing shit. So that card's super dope. I would like to see better Beef in Benavidez though before Yardy, but better Beef to yeah, I think he won both the Beef all fights. I tend to judge more for the action, the guy pushing the action, and I know who's got the more effective punches in that fight, no matter what. So every punch that better Beef has is an effective punch. You have to shit. My battery's dying and shit. I probably go over here sounding like a fucking. Where is my headphones at? Yeah, every punch Better Beef's got is a motherfucking sledgehammer. So it doesn't matter. You got to look at it like he's scoring effective punches. Joints that are half off the guard, they're still scoring shots. They're still doing damage, even if you don't want to score them. Even if you don't want to say that they're clean, effective punches. I guess the word clean, got to have them clean. But I think Benavidez won both of those fights. But I score fights for the guy pushing that shit, trying to make it exciting. So, but that's a dope ass card. And Benavidez been fighting top guy after top guy after top guy. They fought fucking Boo Boo, no Caleb, Boo Boo, Morel, Vodsvik. People don't like Average casual American boxing fan doesn't know how big of a win Bosdick was. Bosdick was the man at 175 until Better Beef. The only person who beat him, Better Beef, beat him. And that's to be expected. That guy's a fucking it's Better Beef. Benavidez is to me pound for pound right now. I don't even Terrence Crawford. It to me is a novelty act. He's not even real boxer. He boxes once every 18 months. He's picking and choosing. He's sniping shit. He's not gonna ever be fighting like a pound for pound fighter does. So why the fuck would I have him as number one on the pound for pound list? I don't do that. You got to be a young, active fucking fighter to be on that list, proving yourself. And David Benavidez has left the competition in the fucking dust as far as fighting guys. Real guys, real life threats, guys that can fuck you up just as well as you can fuck them up. Benavidez, hands down. And who you got again? Who you got beating Benavidez? Anybody got anybody? Chat, you guys got anybody beating Benavidez? I don't. I don't care what style, size. Maybe Bam Bam style is the only one. The way he changes those fucking angles, bro, and shoots that shit will hurt Benavidez. That right there, the way Bam Bam changes that angle and shoots that uppy, that shit is disastrous for Benavidez. But Benavidez is a way better, higher IQ fighter than anybody will give him credit for. He's got mad defense. He's blocking that shit. He's coming forward. It's smart pressure. And you know he's coming to do damage. He ain't there to fuck around with you. We're not gonna fucking play with our lead hand all night. We're not doing none of that. Coming to bring the motherfucking pain, and that's it. And ain't no, we ain't doing all that over here. Lead hand, get my foot tap. Fuck all that. I'm gonna pound you the fuck out. I'm gonna turn you out like a trick. That's what Benavidez is coming to do. So that's a dope ass card. Shout out to Turkey for that card. That Devin Haney hit list. You guys shouldn't take that serious. I mean, it's cool. It's good for boxing. He's supposed to do that shit. And if I'm anybody at or around Devin Haney's weight class, or I'm just paying attention and I'm up and coming, I'm going to take some of what Bill does and apply it to my own brand. You're looking at genius marketing. Like, pay attention. If you're a young fighter, pay attention to that shit. Because this shit is going more that way than ever before. So social media, build your platforms, get yourself recognized. I get it, Dev. I get it. And yo, who are we to say he doesn't mean that list? It's just I know too much. Fucking, you ain't getting them PBC fights. You ain't getting half the guys on that fucking list. Ryan should be at the top. We can all pick it apart, but all in all, it's good for boxing. It is. It's real good for boxing. Be honest with you, Devin Haney winning that fight, way better for boxing than Brian Norman winning that fight. And I don't particularly like Devin. I understand his pops. I know what he's doing, but you know what I'm saying? So it's probably best if Devin wins that fight, but he's not gonna win that fight. Like I'm looking for it now. Like I'm going back into their fights now, looking for that how I can't see it, bro. And most of the guys you see saying Devin Haney gonna put on a master class, uh, Brian Norman's old man there been talking shit about a lot of guys that we like. So, you know, 2 + 2. It's 4. It's 4. The answer was 4. Motherfucker, start adding. All right. So that's cool. Brian Norman gonna win that fight though. It is what it is. That sucks. Really does suck for you Haneyeites, but the shit was gonna happen. We told you it was gonna happen. As soon as he starts fighting guys his own size, you're gonna see Bill Haney. Damn, he really was a genius, ain't it? Shit, you're gonna see that for sure. Shakur Teal, wah wah wah. That shit ain't happening. And I told you all stream, probably another time before that, why it wasn't happening. You guys were pipe dreaming. But if it does happen, I got to give kudos to it. Salute to Shakur Stevenson avoiding more 135 champions after he just got finished telling me I'm going to be the greatest lightweight ever to walk planet Earth. That's what he said. I didn't say it for him. I didn't say, yo, bro, give a nice fucking boxing fan like me hope that some of these guys actually still want to be great. Then I get pumped up about the shit, and then I hear that it's like, so you can't take none of these guys serious on their words. It just is what it is. They're all capping. Tank cap, Shakur cap, Devin cap. They're all cap. They all cap. It just is what it is. You got to do your best as a boxing fan to try to predict what the fuck you think will be next. That is what it is. That fight not happening, but yeah, hey, here's the good side. We got 5 straight weeks. This week it's Joseph Parker versus I forget Buddy's name, but Joseph Parker fighting. I like Joseph Parker. I don't so much like his fighting style and the way he fights in the ring, but I like him as a man, like a person. I watch all his YouTube content and you just get to like guys. You know what I'm saying? So the fighting doesn't have to be as fucking, you know what I'm saying? It fit to your eye. If you really like a person, just that person for who he or she is, you'll watch them fight anything. You watch them fight anyway. That's why it's so important to fucking build your brand as a fighter. Get your shit together, build your brand, make it happen. Oh, this fucking thing. Got a blister today, fucking putting up lights for my wife. The shit's out of hand. Working like a fucking, oh, yeah, what the fuck? Saturday and shit. Just worked all week. Now I got to do more work at the house, but my job never ends. It's all good. Pay attention to boxing. We got 5 good weeks in a row. Joseph Parker starting that. And then before you know it, there's Devin Haney, Brian Norman, the Benavidez Yardy card because, and the reason I said it like that is because we know what everybody, where we're from, what we're watching that card for, the main fight we're all interested in. It's the Brian Norman, Devin Haney. Benavidez is probably such a G. He knows that, and he would swap, but it's probably written in the contract. PBC and Al Heyman ain't sending Benavidez over there unless it's going to help his profile. And that's the type of businessman Al Heyman is. And we better hope that fucking Al Heyman like gives the reins over to Louis, so maybe they'll do business with Boots, but probably not. Sucks. I'm a Boots guy. Y'all all know that, but that's probably likely what's gonna happen. Fucking watch boxing. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. Peace and blessings. Till the next time. This fucking thing.